Now for the CRM category, please come down Madhuban Kumar, CEO of Metafused, as well as client Magnus Ahlstrom.
Good afternoon, and I'm sure...
You're not going to be heard.
Okay.
I think you should stand here at the, if you're going to speak.
Okay. Good afternoon. I'm sure, you're waiting for, our time to pass by very quickly and get to the gala. So I'll make this very quick. My name is Madhuban Kumar. I am the CEO and founder of Metafused. I'd like to introduce the Director of Marketing from the Cloud Networks for Europe, and basically we brought our customer along and our partner along as well. So basically, I'm sure many of you guys have seen this slide where you basically look at marketing data and it's being fragmented. The challenges are only getting more and more intense. And typically what you also find with that is that not only is the data fragmenting going on, but also at the same time, the ability to use that data and to deliver actions from it in real time is actually really difficult. And it's difficult because some of my peers have already talked about it, where the process of taking analytics to actions it's basically a broken process. And that's where we come in. Metafused basically takes real-time data and fuses it with artificial intelligence. And we do a couple of things with that. Basically, based on that, we are able to give marketers predominantly revenue opportunities that they have not been able to get so far, and Magnus will talk about that later. But more importantly, we're also able to help them with enhanced decision-making, which is actually very proactive. What that essentially means is that, well, how does this work? Is that basically we take what we say is structured data. So we take clients' data from a myriad of data sources. We then fuse it to unstructured data, and we create single source data points. This is really important because with that comes just the ability to deliver analytics in terms of segmentation, but also in terms of the activation around it related to KPIs and how we actually use the KPIs to build out automated activations. And then the third thing that we do, which is very much part of our system, is that we are also able to take in near real time feedback from what is working for a campaign and what is not. So essentially, we say that we basically have a couple of benefits in our system. And the first one is that using the single source data points, we are able to give segmentation attributes that are very unique and also very differentiated. And what that essentially means is that using natural language, we are able to give a lot of behavioral data that you don't see, but what is unique about it is that we have pulled together structured and unstructured data, and they are together under one unified source. The second thing that we are able to do is that basically we are able to, from there, create KPIs, and KPIs that actually translate into auto formats for a campaign. So we actually are able to bring together, when a KPI changes, it auto triggers a pre-format for a campaign, and it is ready to go. It is that easy to use, so you don't actually need a data scientist or an offline model that has to be run to figure out what to do, and the lead time or the lag time is about 2 to 3 months to actually run these campaigns. These run concurrently. But the key thing is, and this is where it gets really interesting, is that we are able to take feedback from this. Now, where we have been able to work on this is in 3 basic levels. One, we basically worked with an e-commerce retailer for whom Google Analytics was not working, and we were able to take this and give them a revenue uplift of 11.5% by spotting the smallest segment as the most valuable. The second thing that we were able to do was we took a global US networks television performance panel data. We then tied it to real-time information, and we could spot intent, but also we were able to globally benchmark that audience as it was performing, which was really interesting. But the third thing, where we are now working with a global bank, and this entire workflow is embedded in their workflow, and in real time, it is able to use the artificial intelligence stack to actually spot these opportunities. That is a very interesting and compelling opportunity for us. Without much ado, I'd like to actually hand over to Magnus, and muchos gracias.
Yes, thank you, Madhuban. Well, really exciting time for us at the cloud. So we are, maybe you know us, we're one of the leading independent Wi-Fi service provider in Europe. And of course, we have a lot of customers across a lot of different verticals. And one thing is common for all of those customers is that I have a physical venue. So for the last couple of years, we were doing a lot of work, a lot of discussion with these top customers about one of their big problems is how to merge the online world with the offline world. And of course, being a Wi-Fi provider, of course, the best facilitators for that is Wi-Fi and the smartphone. So what we've done in partnership with Metafused here is a couple of things. So we have basically looked at 3 different areas where we have created a proposition for our customers. Is one, starting where the customers actually can do an evaluation of their physical stores in real time. Secondly, get information about their real customers, not only the demographics, but what they're really looking for, you know, their interests.
I'm really terribly sorry.
Yeah.
You're out of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Questions from the jury? They're thinking. Okay, Hugo, go for it.
I was intrigued by the fact that you have IoT on the unstructured data part. What kind of data are you getting from IoT today?
So basically, I mean, we are taking we're taking data from IoT in terms of a couple of things. One
Speak into
is
the mic.
sorry, a couple of things. So we're taking data from a couple of places. There's NFC, there's also RFID, and the other place that we do take IoT as well from is some kind of beacons as well. That is where the information's coming.
Okay, thank you. No further questions? Then I'm going to now call up our marketer, Jeremy Basset, Global Marketing Strategy Director from Unilever.
That's beautiful. I feel like I should be singing. As head of the Unilever founder, I hear a lot of pitches every year, so this is quite intimidating to pitch back, but I'm also excited. Well done, that was a great pitch, very clear, and also huge congratulations to all the finalists so far who have pitched. Really good ideas out there. So as a marketeer, we're always looking for new ways to more efficiently, more effectively engage with the people that we serve. And unfortunately, the age-old saying of we know that 50% of our marketing works, we just don't know which 50%, is still an age-old quote, and to a large extent, it still exists today. But I think Metafused is a big part of the solution. As marketeers, what's a better way to develop a campaign plan or a marketing plan than to have our consumers do it for us? And your artificial intelligence platform allows us to do exactly that. It helps us understand what people are currently doing, and it helps to optimize around that. You understand the segments, you understand the dynamics of those segments, and you understand how we can optimize value within those segments. And I think that's something that's incredibly valuable for us as marketeers to be able to do. In a Unilever context or in an enterprise context, this is an opportunity for us to get even closer to the people that we're trying to serve, for us to be able to bring some of this sort of stuff in-house potentially is quite an interesting thing that you enable us to do. And so I think it's a really interesting opportunity to do a better job of segmentation, to build better KPIs around that, and to really start to automate and optimize the way that we engage. In terms of some slogans that I thought of to finish off my pitch, I couldn't really work out which one to go with. As a marketeer, I thought this was an interesting one. Get Metafused and then go for a drink. Your job's basically done for us. Or for a CEO, maybe you can pitch the fact that, you know, the marketeers are idiots. 50%, only 50% of our marketing is working. So why use your marketeers when you can use Metafused? Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Let's give him a hand. Have a seat. Thank you so much.